Good morning and welcome to WBC Radio. Today's top story involves President Dillhan's immigration reform.
This immigration reform has affected our country dramatically as hundreds of people are crossing our country's borders. Larger cities have been the most heavily affected to date, but most of our country is predicting major implications. Public schools, the workforce, and healthcare are among the sectors anticipating the greatest impacts.
In other news, racial tensions increase as hate crimes have been on the rise. The latest victim, a 13-year-old boy who was brutally attacked last night on his way home from a school event. Officials speculate retaliation could be imminent. The boy's condition is yet to be released.
Weather today is partly cloudy skies with a high of 62 and a low of 48. Tomorrow expect some rain.
Isn't Stick School right down the street?
Where's this turban?
I bet he's an illegal immigrant.
Dude, I think he's in a gang or something.
Some of those stick people, dude.
I know, dude. They should get jobs or something.
Jobs.
One of those stick people took my spot on the tennis team.
That's not fair.
God, I bet that dude is an illegal stick. I bet he doesn't even have his green card.
Why can't he just go to his own school?
72 each and we want 2 parts. They're going to be like, so 72 straight from that. So now this high is already in the answer, right? So when you plug it in the calculator, make sure you do 1. What are you doing? We don't disrupt our class in this school. Where did you come from?
Can you smell those stick people coming down the hall?
No.
I mean, it's freaking, they're just so freaking smelly. I can't believe it.
I think he's pretty cute. My dad would never let me date a stick.
Hey, did you guys hear about the new kid in school?
Sticks belong here.
You should go to the stick school.
We better be careful. I think this stick kid is a gang member, and all stick kids tend to be gang. We got to get rid of them now.
Sticks are disruptions.
I bet the stick would be great for our basketball team.
Yeah, but I'm worried about scores on the ISAT test. You know how those sticks perform on ISATs.
Sticks are kind of overall not really intelligent. That's a good point.
Yeah, in ceramics it'd just be a stick in the mud.
Yeah. I don't know why Blackman let him in.
Hello? Yes. No, that's true. We do have a stick on campus. No, I assure you that we're doing everything we possibly can to make sure that the students are safe. No, we have great security here, and I have a full-time security guard on staff, and we're doing everything we can to make sure that everything's, kosher. No, I don't think your students are in any serious danger. I think they're actually safer here. Yeah, we're keeping a close eye on it. Okay, well, thank you for your concerns.
How's it going? Ew. Get out of our school! Go home! Ugh.
I need you to do this worksheet, all these problems, work slowly because I know stick people don't work as well.
Stop. The stick just drank out of that. That's disgusting.
Excuse me, I think we need to move you to the back because you're disturbing a lot of people that are trying to work up here. Thank you.
Stick people. Stick people coming down the
Stick people.
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 I have been discriminated against because I live in Blaine County. When I was in Costa Rica, I was discriminated against by people calling me a gringa, and so I would tell them that I was from Germany or Canada to avoid that.
I was going into Shorty's one time with a friend of mine, and my jeans were all ripped up, and I just kind of sauntered in, all kind of a hooligan-esque, and they actually seated me in the back of the restaurant. There were some open seats next to the windows, next to all the tourists and the elderly, and I got seated in the back with my little ripped up jeans.
So when I was in elementary school, I remember some teachers talking about there's only like 8 Hispanic kids in my grade at that time, and they went through each of us and they said who was going to graduate high school and who wasn't, and most of us, a couple of us were, but most of us weren't going to graduate because we were Hispanic.
Well, when I traveled to Turkey and Spain, I was the minority there with my red hair and pale skin, because most people there are dark skin, dark eyes, dark everything, so got some weird looks and random people coming up to me to ask if I would be in pictures with them.
People make jokes in jest for me being Jewish, but I don't really care.
I've moved around quite a bit, and I've been the new kid in town many a times, and it's hard because kids don't know who you are, and they make fun of you just because they don't know who you are.
In the summer of 4th grade, I went to Camp Little Laugh with our friends Dylan Kelsey and Leah Smith, and when they casted for the 2 plays that we were going to have, I was put in a different group than Dylan and Kelsey because I was shorter than them.
What I've kind of seen is that there's a division between Anglo kids and Hispanic kids, and the Hispanic kids, they seem to get punished more than the Anglo kids. Even if it's the same situation, they have different punishments, you know, and that's what I've seen so far.
I was walking down Main Street, minding my own business, when someone just drove by, called me a stupid beaner, and yeah, that's how I got discriminated.
I went to a dance, and the dance was for a fundraiser, and we walked in and we were the six and only white kids there, and everyone stared at us and whispered about us and whatnot, and then we went and started dancing and had a good time, and once they took the time to notice that we were just there to have fun, they all accepted us.
Now that I'm in high school, I've also experienced some discrimination. Like, I'll be eating lunch, and let's say the day before there was a fight, and it involved Hispanic students, and people will be sitting at the same lunch table as me, and they just don't think before they talk, and they've said stuff like, oh, just some stupid Mexican fight, like, it's always the dumb Mexican girls, and like, people are just really insensitive and aren't aware of what they say and who they're around when they say it, so.
In the end.
Anti-black.
Anti-female. And all forms of
discrimination
are equivalent to the same thing.